sis. I'm back with another video. I know it's been a minute since I made a video and I'm so sorry. I was moving back home, just getting used to being back home, finishing up my finals and stuff at school, but I'm back with another video. My purpose for this video today is, I know a lot of you guys were asking questions, oh, what happens if I fail a test and if I fail a class and I really couldn't give you advice because I personally myself didn't know. But yours truly, I, Paula, have finally failed my first class. So I will tell you what my next steps are as far as maybe retaking the class or getting my grade changed. I'm also going to be telling you guys how I'm studying for my HESI, which I'm taking July 24th. And also a new update on my educational life and my school of choice. So let's get started. Okay, so let's first talk about this class that I failed. I'm not going to say the teacher's name, but I will tell you the class was General Psychology, and it is a prerequisite for a nursing major at Prairie View A&M University. Okay, so General Psychology, for most nursing majors, I want to say it's like an easy A. Go to class, study for your test, pass the test, pass the class. Okay, the teacher I had, this is her first year at Prairie View. And basically what some instructors do in college, they're going to give you tests, they're going to give you homework, and extra credit opportunities so you have an opportunity to pass the class. This teacher, however, only gave us tests and a written assignment and some extra credit. So it was very hard to pass her class, so we had to study. And as a class, we worked together, we studied, we passed our tests, but she failed everybody. Like 2 people passed, but other than that, she failed everybody. Some people are just going to retake the class. So when you fail one class, you have one more chance to take it and pass it. If you don't pass it the second time you retake that class, you have to change your major. If you pass it, you're good to go. But then if you fail another class, that's it. You have to change your major because that's 2 fails that you now have on your record. But I'm challenging my grade because I've never failed a test. So there should be no reason that I failed your class. What she did was on our major research paper, I feel like she didn't have enough time to grade everybody's paper. So she gave majority of us zeros on our paper, which caused us to fail the class. So I emailed her and we're set up for a conference to discuss my grade, and hopefully I can get that grade changed, because if not, I will be retaking General Psychology. What else can I say about failing a class? Let me look at my notes. So yeah, basically I'm going to have a sit-down discussion with her. We're going to talk about why she gave me a 0 on my paper, why she failed me, and hopefully I can get that grade changed so that I don't have to retake General Psychology. Okay. My next it's a decision that I have thought out, and I'm really happy with it. So I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I am transferring from Prairie View A&M University to a community college, but only for 1 semester. So I was supposed to have 1 more semester on main campus. I have decided to do that last semester at a community college and stay home for many reasons. One, it's way cheaper. Like, you know, people tell you community college is way cheaper than like a university. I didn't realize it was like this much cheaper. Tuition and board and all of that stuff at Prairie View is around $24,000. But since I don't have to pay for housing, I don't have to pay for a meal plan or none of that, my classes at my community college only cost me about $700, y'all. That's like saving a lot of money, a lot of money. That's one reason. The second reason was, everybody know that Prairie View barely has housing. So getting housing is stressful. I did pay for housing. I did have a room. But honestly, just paying basically $2,000 to stay there for a few months and then go to nursing school, that was a complete waste of money. Not only that, it's just the downfall of being at a HBCU. They're just like accepting everybody. and that could be overwhelming because now you're worried, oh, am I going to have enough financial aid? Are there going to be enough room in my classes? Is there going to be a lot of people in my class? It's just a lot to worry about. And so me transferring to a community college takes away all that stress, all that worry that I would have had to deal with if I decided to stay at Prairie View. So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to finish these last classes at the community college, and I'm still going to apply to go to nursing school in the spring. So I still have to have my application in by September 1st, get accepted into nursing school, and I will go back to Prairie View and still graduate from Prairie View. So I'm just sitting one semester out, basically saving $23,000 by going to the community college and still taking the same classes. So what I had to do was look at the classes that I had left to take at PV, and then we have this conversion chart that tells me what class I would take at a different college to still get credit for that at PV. If you happen to need a conversion chart, let me know. I'm not making this video to deter you from going to Prairie View or to make you change your mind. This is just personally what I'm doing, what works best for me. I do think it's actually a good route, and I'm happy I did one full year at PV. Like, I got the university, the HBCU experience. Me personally, I wasn't a party person. I didn't go out much, so I didn't really go to the events. So I think this would be a good move for me. I'll still go up there for like homecoming and if they have different events going on. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this last semester at a community college and still just transfer over to Prairie View and still graduate from the illustrious Prairie View A&M University. Last topic is basically how I am preparing for my HESI that I'm taking this summer, July 24th. Send your prayers up for me. Basically, I bought this book. I will insert a picture. I leave the link below. And I also have this app on my phone called Pocket Prep. I did have to pay for the app, but it's very worth it. With the app, I feel like I mentioned it in a video before. You put in the date that you're taking your HESI. It has a countdown for your days. Let me show you. This is what the app looks like. It's HESI A2 Pocket Prep. And when you open it up, it's going to tell me how many days I have left until my test, how many questions of the days I've got right. So basically every day there's a question of the day, and you read the question, you answer the question, it'll tell you if you got it right or wrong. Also on the app, if you go to practice, you can do an exam builder and you can take a practice test. Now, you can pick which subjects you want to take. So some universities require you to take different subjects on your HESI. Prairie View, however, only requires that you take anatomy, grammar, reading comprehension, critical thinking, and math. So you can customize your test to just those 5 subjects and not all the subjects they have on here. You answer it, you can get it to tell you the answer right away or to tell you the answer once you finish with the whole test, and it gives you a score. So I use that every day. I also have a book by Elsevier. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it's the actual people who make the HESI. And you get the newest edition of that book, and it helps you study and prepare for your tests. As I mentioned before, use more than just one resource to study for your tests. So I use the book, I use the Pocket Prep app, I use study packets from other people who have taken and passed their HESI. I also use information off the internet. And basically, I start summer school on Monday, and I'm taking Anatomy and Physiology 2 over the summer at a community college. I'll keep you guys updated on how I do on that. But basically, 1 or 2 days out of the week, I'm going to meet up with a friend, and we're going to study for our HESI together. One thing about the HESI is it's basic information, so it's stuff that you should have already learned. It's not like you're trying to teach yourself a whole new subject, so you don't have to study as much for it. But you do want to study enough so that you feel confident when going into your test. I want to say that's it. Feel free to continue to DM me on Twitter. Leave comments below. I'll be happy to answer any questions, any concerns you guys have.